My name is Danny, and this is my wife Tina, and we've been attending the Foothills for 13 years. I've shared my story before, and Mark shared my story. I was in prison, and I met Mark Stewart there, and I had a lot of conversations with Mark, and I asked him, why he treated me different. He said it was because of God. God said to love everyone. I asked him, well, how do I get that? And he told me to accept God into my heart, and he said, you make that decision between your head and your heart. So one day while we were out in the prison yard, I asked him, I said, Mark, can you help me get what you got? And he prayed with me, and that was when I accepted the Christ into my heart. And at that time I felt free, more free than I ever felt before. So he told me, if I want to continue with my walk in faith, that after I get out of jail, that I can come to the Foothills. And so I came to the Foothills the first week I got out of jail, and what kept me coming here was, people didn't judge me. They knew my background, and because of that, the love that I felt from the church, I felt that this was my home, and that's when we started coming to the church. And we've been here ever since.
When I grew up, I didn't go to church. My family didn't really talk about God or believe in God, and we didn't go to church. A couple of years before Danny was in jail the last time, I had it, and I just couldn't take it anymore. And I remember sitting in my office and at work and just saying, God, I need your help. I can't do this anymore by myself. Luckily, I had two friends sitting near me that were Christians, and they kind of helped me answer questions, get me started and stuff. And then my mother-in-law helped me out a lot. She'd been praying for Danny for years, and when I asked her about God, she jumped right on it. She started taking me to her church. So when Danny went to jail the last time, I was about ready. And when he said Mark Stewart told him, come to our church, I was ready. Our children went to church when they were younger. A bus would come pick them up, so they were ready. So the four of us came, and we remember walking in and, a little nervous. We didn't know anybody, and everybody was so friendly. And when we walked out, it was like, wow, And we, like he said, we've been coming ever since. And when people ask me, why do you drive so far to go to church? Because it's 32 miles one way for us. And I just say, it's a good church and it's worth it.
Personally, when I invite people to the Foothills, it's because they don't judge people. If they could allow me to come to this church and not judge me because of my past, then I would say anybody's welcome here, because of that reason. It's nothing but love here. People, as soon as you walk in the door, it's good morning, how are you doing, a hug, a handshake, and they just love you to death. And that's why we keep coming, because we feel so loved here.